Hey everybody, it's Biggie. Welcome to Biggie's Auto. So, I don't know if you guys had this condition. This is a 2007 Ford Edge, but with AC, it's kind of universal. If you have a vehicle where it's blowing nice and cold when you're going down the highway, but let's say you get under about 30 mile an hour or you're at idle, and all of a sudden you're blowing hot air out of your AC, but then as you start driving again, it gets cold. It has a smell, and maybe a burnt wire smell. This is what this is doing. We're going to go ahead, we're going to diagnose this, and I'm going to show you what it is and how to go about replacing what needs to be done. So let's dive into it. I had this car running. Now, the AC is on high. I'm trying to get you around. You have your two fans, terrible light, but that fan is running. That's your engine fan for the coolant to keep your radiator and your engine cool. This is your AC fan. I don't know if you can see, but that's not running. Right now with the AC on high, the car is sitting still, and the car is at operating temperature. Both these fans should be running, and it's not. So what's going on is, the reason it's, let me shut this off, and I'll explain to you kind of the theory behind this. Bear with me here. All right. So what the theory is when you're under 30 mile an hour, you don't get the air going across your radiator, which doesn't help cool. I believe it's the evaporator that's in the front. I have to double check what that is. But there needs to be air going through there to have your AC work. So when you're under 30 mile an hour or at idle, sitting still, there's no air. So that fan is supposed to be pulling air through there. So that way that simulates like you're driving. So it's bringing air across, cooling that down to make your AC work at idle. Obviously, if that's not working, you don't have air coming across there. So it will cause you, when you're at idle, when there's no air coming through, it's going to heat up, blow hot air. As soon as you're driving for a bit and the air rushes across there from just driving, it's going to cool down. It's going to start blowing cold air again. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to replace this cooling module on here, and then we're going to test everything if that cures it. So I'm going to run the intro. We're going to grab some tools, grab the part. We're going to get to work here. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to tell. But we got both fans working. We got both the engine cooling fan, and now we have the, let me shut this off. We have the AC fan that works. So both fans. So I'm going to go over this real quick with you. This is the whole module here, down here. And I'm looking from the top of the engine. So this, your upper cooling hose, you're going to want to tuck behind there. You're going to use an 8mm wrench. You're going to want to pull your air box out. 8mm, 8mm. Pull this out. The bottom piece you're going to pull out. Now that'll free up all this space here. And then you're going to this here. There's a wire harness here. It's hard to tell. That runs up, and it also runs up here. Okay, there's these plastic clips. You're going to see they're white. Use a diagonal cutters to just pop that out. And once you have that loose, you're going to use, I used a 1/4 inch 8mm with a universal to get, there's a 8mm bolt here and one over there. You're going to take those out. You're going to pull this out. You'll be able to slide the new one in, reverse the process. Now you have a new, then you make sure you put your plugs in, the electrical plugs for your actual module where it's located. And then it's fairly simple, like maybe 20 minutes, half hour to take the old one out, put the new one in. And that's me taking my time. it just reassemble your air box. And like I said, basically all you really need is an 8mm socket and wrench, and you're good. Um, had it in now for 2 days. The symptom with the warm air at idle has gone away. It's blowing cold even at idle constantly, so which is good. So yeah, you're looking at, well, like this unit here was like 160. So you're getting about, I'm gonna throw it in at like 150, 175 range for a new module. But yeah, it's just you have there's clips in here. There's two 8mm bolt there, one down in there, and it's just two bolts holding it in. And then you make sure when you pop it in, it goes inside where it needs to be. You put your bolts in, and you're done. So anyway, if you're having a warm AC at idle, check that your AC fan is working. If it's not, replace the whole module. It's not that hard to do. It's something you can do, like I said, half-hour tops. Should be able to replace that, and now that'll pull air across front here, your condenser, when you're at idle, so that'll keep it cool. So anyway, that should cure the problem. I hope you learned something. Anyway, watch out for each other. Take care of each other. See you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now.